Hello friends and namaste. We will discuss the transformation of the gamma function. Okay, we have already discussed the basic of the gamma function. What is the gamma function? What are some reduction formula? But today our focus on the transformation of the gamma function. If we replace in the gamma function formula by x by some variable e power minus x by some variables, then what will happen there? Let's suppose we have gamma function gamma n is equal to integration from 0 to infinite x power n minus 1 dot e power minus x dx for real number n greater than 0. This is the gamma function we already know. So we here do transformation x replaced by ky. This is the first transformation we do. Okay, we are replacing x by ky. Then x is equal to ky. So dx will become k dy. Okay. So what will be happen here? It will become gamma n is equal to integration from 0 to infinite. We are replacing x by ky. Then ky power n minus 1 dot x by ky minus ky and dx is k dy dot k dy. So it will become gamma n is equal to integration from 0 to infinite. This is the in the product, so it can be do in some two part. So k power n minus 1 dot y power n minus 1 dot e power minus ky dot k has power 1 dy. So I can write here gamma n is equal to k power n minus 1 dot k integration from 0 to infinite y power n minus 1 dot e power minus ky dy. Here you can see that k has power 1 here, so it can written as k n minus 1 plus 1 integration from 0 to infinite y power n minus 1 dot e power minus ky dy. 1 and 1 will be cancelled. Okay, so we will get here integration from 0 to infinite y power n minus 1 dot e power minus ky dy is equal to gamma n upon k power n. This is the result we will get if we do transformation x by ky. Then we get what result? Integration from 0 to infinite y power n minus 1 dot e power minus ky dy is equal to gamma n divided by k power n. Let's suppose we have given a problem and k is some constant. K is, let's suppose, 3. If we replace here x by 3y, then what we have to? We have just formula gamma n upon k power n. Okay, so this is very important transformation and it is I think very simple. I think there is not a lot of understanding required here. Okay, it's very simple. Just some transformation from x replaced by ky. Okay, second transformation, let's suppose we do, if we replace e power minus x by y. Let's suppose if we replace e power minus x by y. Okay, then what will happen? So I am replacing e power minus x by y. Let's suppose if I am replacing e power minus x by y, then what will happen? So I can see that e power minus x is equal to y. So e power minus x dx with negative sign, okay, will become dy. Okay, so I will have dy value here. I can see that I have that e power minus x is equal to y. If I take log on both sides, then what I will get? Then I will get minus x is equal to log y. If I take log on both sides. Okay. Now we put all values in gamma n. So gamma n will become integration from 0 to infinite x power n minus 1. Okay, x power n minus 1. So what is the value of x power n minus 1? Okay, minus x is equal to log y. Okay, then it will become log y power n minus 1 dot e power minus x is y. Okay, y. And what is the dx? Dx will become here dy upon e power minus x with negative sign. So it will become dy upon minus e power minus x. You can see that limit will be also changed here. Here starting limit of the gamma function from 0 to infinite. When I will replace e power minus x by y, then my limit will change from 1 to 0. So gamma n will become 1 to 0 log y power n minus 1 dot y dy upon minus e power minus x. Now you can see that upper and lower limit has some, you can see that lower limit is higher and upper limit is low. So if I have to replace a to b, limit to b to a, then the negative sign is replaced by positive sign. This is the properties of definite integral. So I have already negative sign here. I can see that I have already negative sign here. So what I will do, I have already negative sign here. So here is the negative sign. Okay. Then what I can do, and here is also the negative sign. This negative sign will become the reciprocal. Gamma n will become, limit will be changed. It will become 0 to 1. Minus log y will become log y power n minus 1. And minus sign will become cancelled because I am changing the limit from 1 to 0 to 0 to 1. So it will become y dy. And what is e power minus x? E power minus x is y. So it will become y. So y and y will be cancelled. So I will get gamma n is equal to integration from 0 to 1 upon log y dy. So this is result we get that gamma n has same value which is we get from integration from 0 to 1 upon log y dy. This is the transformation. If we get the value of the integration from 0 to 1 upon log y dy, or if we find the gamma n, then both will have the same result for the positive real number. Let's suppose now if I replace x by on the third transformation, I have no space left here, so I will try. Let's suppose in third transformation, let's suppose if I do third transformation. In the third transformation, let's suppose I replace xn by y. In third transformation, let's suppose if I replace xn by y, then what happens here? So it will become nx n minus 1 is equal to dy. Okay. So it will become gamma n is equal to integration from 0 to infinity. There will be no effect on the limit upper and lower. So what will become here? Value of x t power n is equal to y. Then value of x will become y power 1 by n. So it will become y n minus 1 upon n and e power minus x. We have value of x is y power 1 by n. So it will become e power minus y 1 by n dot. What is dy? Dy is nx n minus 1 dy. Okay. Sorry, dx will be also here. So nx n minus 1 dx will be dy. So this is the we get. Now I can also write here gamma n is equal to integration from 0 to infinite. I can write here y power n minus 1 upon n dot e power y 1 by n dot n. So what is the value of x dx? Sorry, it is I have to think wrong here. We have to find the value of the dy, which is the nx n minus 1 dx. So I need the value of dx. Value of dx will become here dy upon nx n minus 1. So dy will become dx will become dy upon nx n minus 1. Okay. It is the dy. Okay. So gamma n will become integration from 0 to infinite y power n minus 1 upon n e power y 1 by n dot dy. So what is the value of x? X has value y power n minus 1, so I can dot n dot y power 1 by n. So it will become n minus 1 upon n. You can see that y power n minus 1 upon n and n minus 1 upon n will be cancelled here. Okay. So we will get finally what we will get. We will get finally. We will get gamma n is equal to integration from 0 to infinite. It will become 1 upon n e power y 1 minus e power minus y or 1 by n dy. Okay, this is what we get here. Now let's suppose there is some also the basic formula that gamma half is equal to under root pi. This is also come from this transformation when we replace x power n by y. Gamma half is equal to under root pi. How it will come here? If I replace here n by half, then what will be happen here? Then gamma half will become 0 to infinite 1 upon 1 by 2 e power minus y square dy. So it will become gamma half is equal to, it will become 2 0 to infinite e power minus y square dy. Now if I find e power minus y square dy by doing integration by part, then it will become 2 into half under root pi. The value of this integration from 0 to infinite e power minus y square dy, 2 into half under root pi. So it will become 2 and 2 will be cancelled. So I will get gamma half is equal to under root pi. So this is the transformation. If I replace xn by y, then I will get this result. Gamma n is equal to integration from 0 to infinite 1 by n e power minus y over 1 by n dy. And if I replace n by half, then gamma half will become under root pi, square root of y. So these are some 3 transformation I have done here, which is called the transformation of the gamma function. Okay friends, I hope you will learn something from here, and I am doing some right thing here. So thank you friends, thank you very much.